Welcome to the 2020 Virtual First Grade Award Ceremony. I would like to give out a few things. I would like to thank Erica Hulse. Erica has been spending her time putting all of her certificates, all of our medals and things like that in an envelope for us. So I would like to say thank you to Erica Hulse. Next, I would like to say thank you to Mr. R. Mr. R's job is just now beginning. He is here to record this, to break it apart, put it back together, and get it online for us when we get ready to roll this out on May 21st. So thank you, Mr. R. Next, I would like to say thank you to our parents. Parents, I know many of you went out on spring break and came back ready to shovel all those kids back to a classroom, and COVID-19 had a different thought process for us. Many of your kids stayed at home, and now we have to do this distance learning. So I want to say thank you to all the parents who have helped us make this a smoother transition than what we ever expected. So thank you for your help at home. Next, I need to give a big shout out to our teachers. As our students and our parents, our teachers thought they would come back. They had a plan ready to go, had it locked and loaded in order to make this a smooth transition, to tidy up things, to complete our year. But once again, COVID-19 had a different plan. So our teachers have been stretched beyond all imagination. They jumped into it. We have gone to an online program for our first graders, and it's been very impressive. You parents at home, students, and teachers, they have done their job, planned, communicated with you guys, and have made this very smooth also. Now students, a big thank you to you also. We would love to have you filling our classrooms again, but COVID-19 said no, you need to stay at home. So guys, since they've done that, and Governor Abbott has also said the same thing, I want to say thank you for jumping on board with us and getting after it. You guys have put the work in, and here we are now to get ready to give you your completion certificates. At this time, I'm going to step back and I'm going to let Ms. Avery, Ms. Britton, and Ms. Carter come up and present you with a certificate of completion.
Hello, Avery's Achievers. This time I'm not going to be reading Chitty Chitty Bang Bang to you. I'm going to be presenting your completion awards for the first grade year 2019-2020. I would like to present the first award to Nicholas Buchanan. Grace Cancino Chapa. Kale Cochran. Jamie Corral. Jensen Aker. Callie Heron. Carter Malden. Bentley Motherall. Michael Parrish. Luke Rodriguez. Riker Strickland. Adeline Zapata. Love and miss all of my first graders. Thank you very much to my parents who have worked diligently with their children that I miss so much. Thank you.
Now for Mrs. Britton's certificate of completions. First is Josiah Alleman, William Buchanan, Ryan Carranza, Paloma Carrion, Daniela Chagoya, Hank Davis, Brooklyn Hill, Jonathan Wortha, Case James, Lauren Ladd, Adley Perez, and Carmen Rodriguez. I also would like to thank all of you, students and parents. Thank you for helping us get through this difficult situation.
Now, I would like to present Ms. Carter's class. Henley Bussell, Noah Dominguez, Chandler Maynard, Case Miller, Regan Pearson, Cade Phelps, Caden Rose, Malachi Sims, Raiden Villafranco. I would also like to thank the parents for your help. I know it's been hard, and I appreciate everything you've done, and I appreciate you keeping in constant contact with me to let me know how my guys are doing. In Ms. Carter's class, I love you, and I miss you, but I'm very, very proud of you.
All right, guys, I have a few more certificates and awards to present to you. The first ones I want to talk to you about is our UIL participation. Guys, in first grade, you're able to start working out and trying to do our oral reading part of this. Guys, this is extremely difficult. We had several students that came out and participated and tried to make our oral reading team, but we're only allowed to take 4 with us to oral reading. So several of them put in the work to make it to that point, but they had to narrow it down to 4. So at that time, we had 4 students that went over and participated in oral reading. Just to let you know, guys, that is not an easy task. You actually have to learn your part, so you're actually reading a part and putting in all these different type of expressions, changing your voices. And when you first start the first go-round, we're competing against 5 different schools. And so at that time, they have 1 judge. The first go-round, you have 1 judge. If you can impress that judge to push you through to the final rounds, then you sit in with a panel of 3 judges, and then they will rank those and pick the top 6 students. So at this time, I want to present our 4 students who participated in first grade oral reading. Janie Corral, Carter Malden, Riker Strickland, and Hank Davis, all competed for first grade oral reading. We had 3 students make it into the top 6. Just to let you know, they will only take 3 of the 4 students up to the top 6. So we had our first place with Carter Malden, a 4th place with Riker Strickland, and a 6th place with Hank Davis. Guys, just to let you know, your certificates and your medals will be placed in an envelope that you can pick up on May 21st, which will be our last day of school. We will do pickup from 10:30 to 11:30 like we've done to come and pick up packets. If you have a computer at that time, you will also return it at 10:30 to 11:30. There were a few students who did not pick up their packets. Guys, feel free to pick those packets up at the same time on May 21st from 10:30 to 11:30. I do have one more award that I would like to present a certificate to, and that's going to be Mr. Case James. Case has prompt and regular attendance. In order to get this prompt and regular attendance, you can only miss 2 or less days to be in the prompt and regular attendance. We also have one called perfect attendance. Perfect attendance means every minute of every day. You cannot check out early to go to the dentist, the doctor, to watch an older sibling play, or come to school late in order to get that. In first grade, we had the 1 prompt and regular attendance, and that's Case James. Guys, as we wrap up the 2019-2020 school year, I want to say thank you for all the work and dedication that you put in. When you return in August, you will then be 2nd graders, guys. We would have loved to have you back in the classroom as 1st grade, but we will take you as 2nd graders. Thank you for everything you're doing.